Okay, attention Mars rocks. If you have long hair, please push it forward. If you have a ponytail, please hold on to it. Everyone loves to collect ponytails, so if you want to keep yours, do it like that.
I've been a science student. I've worked in research and development, so I'm interested in seeing the space projects and space craft.
It's once a year chance to be able to get a hands-on look at all the advanced stuff going on.
We saw that NASA only opens the doors three times a year. We find it interesting because it's not like it's always open, and it's something that you don't see every day.
Welcome to the Deep Space Operations Control Center. I'm Dave Linick, one of the JPL family of engineers responsible for operating our deep space missions. Below me are the controllers who assure that the data from the Deep Space Network antennas get to the projects where they're needed.
In my opinion, the Deep Space Network is absolutely the most critical link in the Mars program. All those wonderful images coming back from the Mars spacecraft every day. If it weren't for the Deep Space Network, the kids and the general public wouldn't have all that.
Most of the spacecraft, they have a bunch of subsystems on there. They have a subsystem analyst. They have a power guy. They have a computer guy. They have an electrical guy. They have a camera guy. So it depends on how many instruments are on the spacecraft. It depends on how well or how much funding the project has. Subsystem analysts generally, but then you got mission designers, you got mission planners, you got schedulers, you got managers. So on Cassini, I think there's like 300 people on Cassini. There's actually the spacecraft. There's a thing on there called an impactor.
Yeah, the impactor.
They're going to release, and I'm not sure how big the impactor is, but the spacecraft is not supposed to go in there. There is a possible chance if they can't get the impactor to release from the spacecraft, then the plan is they're both going in. That's what NASA made that decision a year ago. So we're going to hit that. We're going to hit that comet with something, either the impactor or both. So that's cool. Because one of the things that's supposed to happen is for 30 days they're supposed to play back data off of the tape recorder, you know. If it goes in, that's it, no more data, you know.
If we had to take the entire scientific community, they'd probably weigh not as opposed to yes. What they saw was on the order of about 100 to 1,000 times smaller than the features they were basing discoveries on that you might see in an archive. But the scientists who discovered it are still fairly convinced that it's life.
This is actually a Mars exploration rover prototype for the ones that are on Mars. They operated exactly the same way they operate on Mars now. They made a plan at the beginning of the day, send it to the robot during a predetermined communications window, let it run for the whole day, and at the end of the day it sends the results back so they can plan for the next day. That's what they did out in the field to learn how to do that efficiently, and also to learn how to interpret the data that comes back from the robot, so that they can plan for the next day. So once the robots landed on Mars, they were all set.
We build and integrate this vehicle, put NASA payloads on it sometimes government payloads, sometimes commercial payloads, and launch them into low Earth orbit for customers. The lunar missions are more complex. You've got to add more solid motors to it, a lot more integration activities on the forward end of things. So maybe a little bit more money, probably to do something like that. We have launched always from Vandenberg, but that's really because of the missions we've had.
I've seen rocket launch 2 times here.
This is my first rocket launch here. Actually, my first rocket launch ever, so I'm looking forward to it. Fortunately, this has been the only time that I've actually driven all the way down here.
So far, this is our first
time. I'm not joking.
And you drove down each time?
This
No.
is the second trip down for the same satellite.
Yeah. The first 2 times that they tried to launch it, it was scrubbed because of the wind. The third time, it was scrubbed because of electrical gremlins on the launch pad. And the fourth time was because of contamination of the rocket with fuel.
My name is Jerry Demas. I'm the high bay operations lead. You know, I lead all the activities for actually assembling the spacecraft. I've been on this program for about 5 years, and I've seen, like I said, three satellites just like Ralph. Yeah, I'm real excited.
T-minus 15, top in go. 14, 13, green board. 12, 11, 10, niders on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, engine start. 1, 0.
And liftoff. The rocket carrying Nora in, assisting the weather over land, over the ocean, in the atmosphere, and in space. Video coming through Santa Ynez Peak. Now, main engine and verniers continue to do well. Coming up on solid motor jettison. And there they are, solid motor jettison. All 3 have jettisoned. Now coming up on T plus 110 seconds. Vehicle now has an altitude 16 miles.